In between the cities of Dallas and Fort Worth, it's Arlington, Texas, host to the grand mecca of football, AT&T Stadium, the home of the Cowboys. We are ready, and so is Brandon Aubrey to kick this one off. And off we go from spectacular AT&T Stadium. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line.
The Saints take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
So they come to the line for first down and 10. Only a gain of 1 on the game's opening play. Here's a 2nd and 9. Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And he'll take this ahead for a gain of about 5. And here comes 3rd down. Shaheed in motion. And that is incomplete.
Remember what they told us, Mike, leading up to this game. They said it is so critical for us to find success, especially on 3rd down. We want to maintain possession, extend these drives. Well, the first crack comes up and they fail through the air, and we're going to have to regroup and be able to have better success throughout the remainder of this game.
And he's going to be hit and dropped right away. That's great coverage there. Winds up with nothing on the return.
We're going to 54 wide. Yeah,
on the ground, here's the rookie who played in-state at Austin. Not much there. A yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Yeah, here we go. Wait, take. Then we're going to 53. Wait, take.
They'll stick with him again. And he finds some daylight. Up past the 35-yard line. A pickup of 7. Now a 3rd and 2.
Yeah! Here we go! Wait, take! Here we go, go to 54, go to 50. Here we go, 46, 46. 26.
Trying to pick this one up on the ground. This will not do the trick. They've stopped him behind the line. 4th down coming up. Cowboys special teams unit heads out for the punt. Back deep for the Saints, it's Rashid Shaheed. And he steps into this one, gets off a big kick, angled for the sideline.
The Saints take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 22. Rattler now back to throw. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete.
Really nice job there by the defense defending the middle of the field. That is the most valuable real estate on the field. They know every single offense is trying to attack the defense between the hashes. So give credit. They took away all the throwing lanes, and That ball falls incomplete. His offense is doing everything they can to quiet this crowd, and even though they missed on that long attempt, at least it sets the tone that they're going to continue to attack. They can come up with a completion on one of those downfield passes. It's going to go a long way to settling themselves into this game.
On third down, they'll set up to throw. And that ball's intercepted by Trayvon Diggs. And he is going to score a pick six for the touchdown. And the defense comes up with the first points of this one. It is a pick six to make it a 6-0 lead.
And Mike, we talked all week which offense was going to be able to strike first and play with the lead. Well, the defense, they had other plans. They're able to put the first points on the board by capitalizing with that pick six.
So 7-0 the score, and set now for the dynamic kickoff. This will be returned from the 6. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. Set to go now on 1st and 10. They'll begin here on the ground. And a nice run. Get them about 9. It'll bring up 2nd down. Cooks going in motion. Looking to throw. Rattler. Cooks able to pull that one in. He is knocked down hard. Wow, they stopped him in his tracks, but he does have enough to pick up the first down. Up the middle they go. And he's going to be stopped in his tracks. He'll lose a couple of yards on that one.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning first down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, 2nd and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
To throw, it's Rattler. And a good effort there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
He'll get this out to his running back. And he'll be stopped short of a first down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's 4th down. On comes the punter now. And John to punt for the 2nd time in this opening quarter. Oh, but he cannot get away. Great job down there to hold him to a short return. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. Drive will start on the ground, and no place to go. He's hit and taken down behind the line.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
So they go backwards on first down. Here's 2nd and 13. A shotgun snap for Prescott. Fine work defensively. That's going to be knocked away and go down as an incomplete.
What did he tell us in our production meeting this week, Mike? He takes such great pride in his coverage abilities, and after that play, it's pretty clear why.
Here we go.
Dak facing 3rd and long. He'll throw it left and has his running back. He's on his way. And what an effort after the catch. He goes all the way. 82 yards. Touchdown, Dallas. The extra point by Aubrey is good. And the Cowboys move out on top, 14-0. So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. Here comes the all-pro returner from last year, Rashid Shaheed. Oh, nice return, but he takes a big shot at the end of it. Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Here's Rattler. No one open. He'll drop it to his running back. And he's close to a first down to gain a 9. Nice pitch and catch on first down. A good spot here. 2nd and a yard. A handoff as they try to run it here. And that'll be a gain of 2 and a first down.
This offense, they're not interested in taking the deep shot here. 2nd and short, the way they're running the ball, pound the rock, reset the downs, and just keep the drive alive.
Off play action. He'll set up to throw. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away. And that'll set up 2nd down.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
And he'll get maybe about 4 yards out of that one. Playing close quickly. And here comes 3rd down. Throwing is Rattler. This one intercepted. Picked off by Deron Blank. Still going. And he is going to bring this one back. A DB's dream. A pick 6 for touchdown. Aubrey now for the extra point. The kick is good. The Cowboys will stake themselves to a 21-0 lead. So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. On the return, it's Rashid Shaheed. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Throwing now is Rattler. That one caught by Bub Means. They get 13 to begin the drive. It's a 1st down.
Here we go, set. Check smash, check smash.
Now Rattler gonna throw. This throw right side is caught by Hill. And he's close to a 1st down to gain a 9. Nice pitch and catch on 1st down. 2nd and a yard. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he'll take this one forward for about 3. And that's a 1st down.
It's a gain of 3. And the Saints 1st down.
60 license, 60 license.
Blitz coming. He'll throw it. Pass is caught by Olave. And he'll be taken down as we tick down to the 2-minute warning. First time these two have connected this afternoon, and it'll wind up being a 1st down. Now, faking the give. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete.
Haven't even reached halftime yet, and we see this quarterback just continue to put the ball in harm's way and make bad decisions. He's lucky it didn't add another interception to his stat sheet, and as they approach halftime here, they got to regroup, and he's going to have to make the better decisions here in the second half.
And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10.
It's been a rough first half, but now as we approach halftime, Mike, you got to start getting some wins, and it could be something small like we just saw here. Some positive plays, build a little confidence on that sideline, so as you go into halftime, you have something to build on.
He slowed up quickly as he gets this down to the 6. Here now, second down and goal. He'll drop to throw. And for the third time in this first half, he's been intercepted. Picked off by Deron Bland. And he's going to be brought down. What a turn of events here. He has given his guys 1st and 10 in the red zone.
So often, Mike, defenders are just happy the ball ends up in his hands, but not this guy. I mean, the catch was one thing, but then the party really got started. I mean, look at this return. He gets one block. He gets another. He's got teammates springing him all over the field, and this offense is lucky. This didn't go all the way back for a pick 6.
He's got it at the 3. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Cowboys. That's his second touchdown of the game. He's doubled his season output. He now has 4. Aubrey, good with the extra point. And the Cowboys move out to a commanding 28-0 first half lead. They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the first half. And the kickoff's coming their way. Shaheed now to return it. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. This one on target to Olave. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line. So now the Saints will use the first of their 3 timeouts. He'll look to throw. That's deep for Olave. And penalty flags come in as it winds up incomplete, but no doubt there was contact there. Here comes Blake Grupe for this field goal try. Officially, it's a 36-yard attempt. Grupe's kick is good. And the Saints are on the board just before halftime. All right, Coach. Thank you. 2 very different halftime speeches by these head coaches. That's for sure. As we get set for half number 2. Very one-sided first half of action. Will we get a turnaround? Let's find out. The third quarter is underway. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. They'll go play action. It's Prescott. He'll get rid of it and complete it. You only get a 1-yard buffer from the line of scrimmage for these old linemen. That time he strayed a little too far, and it draws the flag.
Yeah! Here we go!
That is Ferguson in motion. From the shotgun, it's Dak. And he just does get that one away. He was being chased down, forced the awkward throw. Maybe he's fortunate that all it is an incompletion. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long.
Here we go. Kill, kill. Hey, kill, kill. Kill, kill. There we go, going to 53. Hey, kill, kill. Kill, kill. 26.
Operating from the gun, here's Dak. Going for it all. That is brought in. And they are not going to catch up to him. He will score. 76 yards. Touchdown, Dallas. The extra point by Aubrey is good. The Cowboys stretch things out even further. So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. The return starts from the 5. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. Right away, they'll set up to throw. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They got him.
When it starts bad, it has a funny way of ending up getting worse, and I don't think that could be any more true than it is right now. They're already down by multiple possessions, and after that start to this drive with the sack, they find themselves once again in a massive hole. Defense does a nice job here initially using zone coverage to take away the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. Quarterback gets off his first read, sees some openings to the sideline, and him and his receiver are able to connect.
He's going to be brought down very close to that line to gain. They're going to mark him just a bit short. And now it's 4th down.
This is one of those cases where having high-end speed in the backfield can be such a game changer. The offensive linemen don't need to hold their blocks quite as long. You give this guy a little bit of a crease, and man, he is gone.
And he is going to have the Saints' 1st down as he pushes forward for a couple on 4th and inches.
Mike, I think the way we've seen the NFL going these past couple years is I think all these quarterbacks, they love when the call comes in for the sideline for quarterback sneak. Hey, coach, put the game on my shoulders. With this offensive line, I'm going to pick up this 1st down, and that's exactly what they did.
Handoff here, up the middle. The hole closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3. They face 2nd down and 7. Rattler now back to throw. Got it into the hands of Olave. And they'll work this close to a 1st down, maybe just a tad short.
This is a great example here of just not getting too complicated as an offensive coordinator. Who's one of your best players on the field, and how do you get the ball in his hands?
Here's 3rd down and a few inches. Getting the tight end involved in the run game here. And that is going to be good enough. He's got that 1st down. So conversion, and they move it to the 46-yard line.
And the Saints' 1st down.
On play action, he'll set up to throw. Down the right sideline. And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line.
And up until this point, we haven't seen a lot go their way, but here in the 3rd quarter, they're starting to find some plays. They're starting to get some opportunities. Just got to ask yourself if it's too little, too late.
They'll work forward only to about the 18. Looking to throw, Rattler. And they will finally track him down. Great coverage downfield. Leads to a sack. Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. They'll try to get this one on the ground. The speed on display. He's in. Touchdown, Saints. And hold on to that football, young man. That's a keeper. His first NFL touchdown. That one is no good, not even close. He missed it wide to the left, and the score remains right where it's at. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Very good kickoff. Returnable from the 4. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. First and 10. Play fake. Prescott. That's thrown right side, but incomplete. He was trying to get it to C.D. Lamb. And it'll be second down.
This is a pass that just needs to be completed, Mike. The opportunity was there. His guy was open. They ran out of room a little bit there on the sideline. Couldn't quite get the ball up and down fast enough and ends up being thrown out of bounds.
And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line. 15-yard pickup there. That's good for a Dallas first down. So we are through. Slot receiver headed right. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard.
Yeah, here we go. Like 26.
Second down, Prescott. He'll let this go deep for Tolbert. And the Saints are going to take over here up near the 40.
When you find yourself in this situation, Mike, you're on defense, you're defending your own goal line, you got to take some chances. You got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And for the 4th time today, he has been intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder, Kenneth Murray. On for the PAT is Auburn. His kick is good. And the Cowboys will add one more onto their big lead. So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. Shaheed now to return it. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for first and 10. To throw, it's Rattler. To the outside, that's caught by Hill.
Nice job here by the defense. Did a good job just covering up everything for the most part. So once this ball was caught, really didn't have much of a choice but to just head out of bounds and pick up a modest gain.
Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be third down. Here's Rattler. And that is incomplete.
This has really been the story of this entire game, Mike. I mean, this pass rush has had the advantage over the offense pretty much from the jump. And they've already recorded a couple of sacks, a handful of close calls, and It's the pressure in the backfield is why this team finds themselves with the lead here late in this ballgame.
The Saints lining up in punt formation. To return, it is Turpin. Oh, hello! He is stopped in his tracks on that one. They made sure that return was not going any farther. They'll start this one with a 3 tight end look. To the ground, a first down run.
So when you're evaluating the impact of a team's run game, I think it's important at the end of the game to look back and say, okay, how many yards did they run for? But more importantly, when did those yards come? Did I run for those yards in the fourth quarter, which typically means I had to lead? That's the sign of a successful run game, as opposed to getting a lot of meaningless yards early in the game.
Good running there, getting close to midfield. Let's mark them there. And a first down.
Second down at these distances, Mike, you pretty much anticipate a pass, and I think that's what the defense was lined up thinking. In this case, they leave a little too much room on the ground, and the offense is able to pick up a first down.
And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
Here's a case of an offense just piling on. You're really imposing your will on the defense. Everyone in the stadium knows you're going to run it. Defense knows it, you know it. And no matter what they do, they have no answers whatsoever. Coming off that edge, Mike, you have to quickly determine, is this a pass or is it a run? And once he realized it was a run, he's able to shed his blocker, make the play, no gain.
He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. He might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a third down.
Here we go.
Play action now. Prescott. He's got a receiver, and that's Lamb. Just his first catch. They have held him in check so far, but that one gives him a first down.
Kill. Yeah, here we go.
They'll turn and hand this one off. He'll be taken down after a gain of 2. Second down and 8. In motion, Lamb. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short. Third and a yard. Here's a run going left, and he will have a Cowboys first down. They're able to convert, albeit not by much, but they get it on third and a yard. They'll stay on the ground, and he'll get forward for a couple. It's second down. So it's a win for the Cowboys. They get the job done here at home, and they follow the opening weekend victory with another here to move to 2-0.